Okay. Hello and namaste to everyone. I hope everyone are doing good and healthy. Welcome to the fourth episode of Youth Sustainability Dialogue. I am Prakhar Gupta, your host for this series. A leader is the one. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So today we are going to host another passionate leader, a very multi-talented person. Today we are going to host Nchang Cho Clinton. Welcome, Nchang.
Yeah, thank you very much, and also thank you for the opportunity to make sure that I'm being invited to share my inspirational journey to my fellow youth within the world and also within my country. Thank you very much.
Welcome to our show. And Nchang, first of all, would you like to tell us about yourself?
Okay, I'm called Mr. Nchang Cho Clinton, having an experience in volunteerism and a member of the African Presidential Leadership Club in Douala, also a country representative of the African Caribbean Pacific Diaspora Youth Support Service in Cameroon, also a junior coordinator of the Welisane Foundation here in Douala. I'm also a coordinator in Cameroon in One African Forum, and lastly, also a member of the Chatham House of the CFC in London. And also, with my motivation to be with you all here is to also make sure that you also benefit or have that courage or have that determination to do what in what you are doing. Sorry, to have that zeal in what you are doing. Yes.
Great. I think there is a little bit of mic disturbance. So for our viewers, Nchang is returning from Egypt. He was in like a NASA fellowship program, so he's returning to his home country, and so there might be a little bit of disturbance. So please bear with us, and that's great, Nishang. So would you like to tell us about what were your initiatives, your partner organizations, and all?
Yeah, I think with the African Caribbean Pacific Diaspora Support Service, the headquarters is in Belgium and also in the UK and based also in the African countries under the 59 African states. And one of the states I represent here is in my country, Cameroon. And not only that, there are others that I represent that we works with the Minister of Women Empowerment and other ministers of health and all that, and to name a few. And also with what the initiative of everyone can join if you have the zeal, if you have the wherever country you found yourself. But I don't think with most people, I think they are Indian, right? I think one of those countries is Pacific. Is it under Asian? I don't think so. I don't think so. But those who found themselves under the Caribbean and Pacific, then I think they have that opportunity to be one of the members. So it will help.
Okay.
So we did not. Yeah.
Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, so okay, with the NASA fellowship, I think it is a great opportunity for you because with the fellowship is 2 weeks, in Egypt, and I could not make it up to 2 weeks. I had just 1 week, which was coming back today. So I never had the opportunity because I had other things doing. So with NASA fellowship is really an opportunity for young youth to have experience with great leaders like the Minister of Sports. You meet different ministers,
Oh,
you even meet prime ministers in the country. You meet different people within the country. You visit the country. They tell you the history. Means you visit, you travel, you even travel within Egypt, like in Alexandria. So there is
okay.
a lot of opportunity, a lot and a lot and a lot. So it's an opportunity, though it's not fully founded. But if you
Mhm.
are trying to be one of those fellows, I will advise you that you should have an experience, and through that may open more doors for you and more opportunities for you if you want to apply. Yes. But
And what was
I will always say the truth. I will never go behind and come back. But what I always say is that whatever fellowship or whatever conferences you go and attend, make sure that you have your goals and you have your mission there. Because if you are only going there just to relax, just to enjoy the place, just to enjoy the food they give you, and just to meet the people, that means that you are fair in what you went to
Mm.
do there. Because even some of them, even those people you go and meet, those how can I say, there are certain things that we cannot mention, but only thing I will say is that when you are go there with objective. Make sure that you achieve what you need to achieve in that particular conference or in that fellowship. But I know it's not easy. So many people apply, but they are not taken. But we should not give up. Let's keep applying. But one day we shall answer. We shall be answered.
Great, great. Thanks for the like lovely advice. And how was your experience there in the in the fellowship program? And what were the things that you learned about?
Yeah, my experience was perfectly good. It was good, of course. How can I even say? I really enjoy it. I really enjoy with my experience, and I'm grateful for that. And a lot of things. There were a lot of things, like I mentioned earlier. You learn about the history. You come about to meet the prime minister. You come about to meet the
Hmm.
minister of sports and youth. You also meet some of the directors. You also meet the grandchildren of the NASA. You also have the opportunity to meet other great people that are within the government. You go to the parliament, but though I think it was even supposed to be next week that we were to visit, but you visit the parliament and visit other places, even the court of justice. You visit great places that even you, sometimes when you come back, people will respect you. Yes, people will respect you.
Yeah, great. And also, they attending these type of summits really bring us a lot of experience and what do you say, uh, great vast of memories to which we can relate in future. And also sometime we can meet some wonderful people, some inspirational people who can have a holdback for a future. They can be really inspirational for a future. And sometimes we have some mission, we have something to do, something to change the world, we are thinking about something. But whenever we attend these type of summits, seminars and all that, it gives a sense of clarity to us that yes, we can apply these type of what do you say, these type of things in our initiatives. We can learn from all from this person's journey, from that person's journey and all that. So it's really what do you say, enlightening experience, I believe.
Okay. Now I will always say that, and I'll always encourage our Africans brothers, is that we really need to come as you to create our own opportunities within Africa.
Hmm.
Not a particular country will create a lot of opportunity then, and the rest of Africa joins and go and join that particular countries. So I
Hmm.
think that with the inspiration, we have that opportunity. We have that opportunity to create conferences within our own country where people will have that opportunity to come. It is not easy. There are so many conferences that demands you to pay, which is fully funded, and which not everybody have that means to pay that money, and which there are other people who are willing and they are ready to have that zeal to attend those conferences, but they don't have that means. Now, when it comes to fully founded, I believe when it's fully founded, you know very well it is someone who is spending that money. And when he's spending that money, he knows that while selecting, he needs to take his time to select the best and the best out of the best, so that he knows that his
Hmm.
money will not go in vain. So you
Hmm.
understand
Hmm. Hmm.
it. And that is why you see some of us, I know some of us who are listening, they have tried so many times to apply, but they have not been taken. But the only advice I'll give you is, if you try applying and it's not going, meet someone who knows how to apply. Know someone who have ever
Hmm.
attended. Meet that person. That person will sit down. It's through that person that you can travel to that conference. Because if you are doing on your own, when you don't know that skills, your English and the way you even time to apply for that conference, because there are requirements, there are things for the programs, there are requirements that are being needed, like your age, like your
Hmm.
education, like, because They'll always ask you, which conference have you attended? What certificate, how many awards have you get through the conferences? So it's very important to attend those conferences. Even when you want to seek for a visa, in an embassy, they'll ask you that you don't have any travel history. So it will cost you, and that is why we see sometimes we are sad when we are being disappointed in having something. But all what I'll tell is that you should not be sad. You should not take failure as a challenge. Instead, take failure as something that will make you to become somebody tomorrow. I believe that so many organizations has made great people. It's through organizations that so many people are going. So many people are going. Because I have a mentor. I was having a mentor in Pan-African Institute. So he has traveled. He has traveled in namely all African countries. So when you usually organize a meeting, calling for us to attend, sometimes some people will neglect it. But I will never neglect it because I knew what I was doing. So I was attending and I was attending. People drop along the way. So it is through him that if I travel today, is because of him. Yes. So that is how it is. That is how it is.
Yeah. So, to take away from all of this conversation is that first of all, you don't need to go over quantity over quality. Quality
Yeah.
will always matter, and so you will have to be a little bit of cautious while selecting the seminars, the programs that you are enrolling into. You don't have to go there for like certifications and all that, because there's a lot of investment, not only financially, but also you are putting up your resources like time, your energy, and mainly the opportunity cost for the event. So that can be a big takeaway. And second of all, that you need to have a mentor that can guide you to filter out these, what do you say, barriers.
Absolutely. You must have a mentor. In everything you do, you need to have a mentor. You cannot do things on your own. It's not possible. It's not. You must have a mentor. A mentor. You must have a mentor. You cannot do without
Right.
a mentor. Especially if you look at this Mandela Washington Fellowship, it is difficult to
Hmm.
select. Even my mentor has one applying, but he was being refused. But he still put the effort. He still gave more interest in it. Then now he succeeded to attend the Mandela Washington Fellowship, which they'll be going this month in June to the US.
Okay. That's really great. And Nchang, talking about the mission and the vision. So, what is your mission and vision for the, what do you say, Africa, or in any field that you're looking up to?
Yeah, my vision for Africa is that we need to realize that we need to stand on our feet and see how we can make our own youth or our own country more better. Because when I see that we leave another country, or in Africa only a particular country or another country is only creating an event for African youth, why what is the other country doing for their own youth? So I think that my vision for Africa is that, especially the youth, you don't need to wait on the government. You don't need to wait on the people who are on top. You have to stand up your feet and start fighting for yourself. If not, the leaders who you say they will be the one to save you, they will not save you. So, because Africa now like this, we depend on youth, not again on our leaders, because they have failed us so many times. So the youth need to stand up. They don't wait, apply, keep applying, apply for events, apply for organization. You will meet
Hmm.
different, you exchange contact. When you exchange contact, it gives you that opportunity, it gives you that room for you to travel and even go more far and be who you want to become. And my mission
Right.
for Africa is that we need to come together as youth. We don't need to turn against our own brothers and sisters. As Africa, let us share the opportunities we have at hand. I have seen so many Africans youth which they have opportunities, but they don't want to share within their own borders. Now, who do you want the youth or the Africans that don't have that opportunity to do? If the whites are treating us in a very funny way, then why not our own African brothers to show us that opportunities, to
Hmm.
know that yes, we have borders within ourselves, and to see that we can make each and every one going. But when I hear that our African brothers are turning against us and they're not sharing that opportunities, I feel very bad. So it is time for us African youth to stand on our feet and see how we can encourage each other, share that opportunity, and see how each and everyone can go. So what I would say is apply for conferences, attend seminars within your countries. It will help because when you are applying, they will ask you for your Facebook. When they ask for your Facebook, they go and check the activities you have been doing. And if they don't see anything, means you are lying. You have not been doing anything. It helps. Start from your community. I beg
Hmm.
you, start from your community to somewhere else. Nothing starts small. You start from somewhere to become somebody. In your community, there's an event. Attend, build your profile, change your profile pictures, change them on Facebook, attend conferences, there are opportunity, attend.
Hmm.
If they're fully founded, attend, build your profile so that in such a way that when you apply, you can be easily be taken.
Yeah, so you talked about participating into various conferences, seminars, and all that. That's great. But I also see that I see a lot of similarity between African content and India as a country. That we both have aspirations. The youth of both countries, Africa as a, if we take Africa as a whole and India as a whole, they both, the youth of the both places want to achieve a lot. They want to explore more opportunities. They want to be something. They want to stand on their own field, on their own feet. And so I think one of the major factor that I experienced as an Indian was that there was a sort of inferiority complex due to when we compare ourselves with Western worlds, with Western youth, Western, what do you say, infrastructure, climate, environment, etc. When we compare ourselves with them, we always have a sense of inferiority complex, and also due to years of suppression and many what do you say, social evils like racism and colonialism, that when other countries, invaders invaded many countries, so that also harm our confidence as a youth. So what do you want to speak upon that? If a person, if an African person want to what do you say, build up his confidence upon these grounds, what he need to do on that?
Okay, thanks again, sir. And concerning you mentioned something, a very dangerous weapon, racism. That is a very dangerous weapon that I don't love to see. Even if someone comes to me and behave that I'll give you a blow, it's not that I'm joking or whatever, because I don't see we are created equal. Even if your color is different, but we are the same. We speak. What you carry, I carry. You have a head, I have a head. I have something that can create. You two have something that can create. The only thing that differentiates is color. You can talk, I can talk. But when you are bringing that type of topic, I would not even like to see. It is something we need to fight against it. And mostly racism, sometimes we even find it within our own borders in Africa. We find that in South Africa, right? Yes. So it is something that we need to stop it. We don't need to sit quiet. If we are calling ourselves as an advocate, a gender advocate, or someone who fights for the rights of young girls and women, we see such, we sit quiet. No, we need to stand up and fight for it. I believe there was a conference which was to happen in India, which I was to attend. I think due to the pandemic, they had to cancel it because India was also one of the countries that I love. I love to visit and attend some conferences, but unfortunately, the pandemic had to change a lot of things till now. I have not heard any updates from the director, or I don't know. But we believe that in time things may likely change. But we need to change. We need to treat each and everyone equal. Nothing is difficult. We are the one making things difficult for ourselves. Why should I hate my own brother that God has created? Why should I? Why should I discriminate? Why should I say he is black? Why should I say he is white? What do I gain in it? Nothing. So we need to stand up and fight for that. Racism is a very dangerous weapon. That even if a white comes to me and tells me that I'll beat him, yes, I will beat him. I'm not playing. That is the truth. we need to stand against it and fight. First of all, let us first of all start from our communities to love the ones that are within us. Then start growing that love within the world. Because especially when you attend conferences, you meet different people. And even in the conferences, they are still doing racism. I'm still wondering. In the conferences and fellowship, they are still doing racism. So it's something we need to stand against it and fight against it. Though we know it cannot finish, but we will make it in our own level and make sure that it
Hmm.
finishes. It starts
Yeah,
from within.
we
Yes.
at least we can bring awareness to everyone, to the new generation of people, to the new generation of youth about the topic, and to spread awareness about this as much as we can. It is really, I think, the need of the hour. And apart from that, I also want to ask from you that uh, that what are the things, what are the areas do you feel that in which there is a need for work, in which there is a need for work in Africa? Like we can target these 3 or 4 areas for better development of Africa as a whole.
For a better development, as you said, I think we, as the government of the particular country, we really need to see and see how we we as youth, we need to start from to bring the development. Of course, we don't wait. You don't expect a government to come and fix your road, whereas you know very well that with the little bringing development does not mean that building hood. Bringing development is going to your community, bring the people, like sensitizing the young people, go to schools, educate them, talk them about the importance of things that are very ignorant. That is development you are bringing. So development will not also be on that part of bringing of only fixing hoods, bringing employment. No, we as youth, you don't just wait. You can bring development by going to school, sensitize, talk to them, maybe organize with the little you have with other organizations. You guys can come together, partner together, or collaborate together to see how you guys can achieve the same objective. You see, if you look at most of our African countries, it's not even the government who even help us. It's other diaspora organizations who are out, those who are quiet by fighting for it and not sitting quiet. Because when someone do you the racism and you are sitting quiet, then meaning that you are encouraging it. But when it happens to you, you have to make sure it stops. That is it.
Right. And also, what do you have talked about? You have talked about just an equitable society. That so how we can achieve that?
That
How for like how we can reach a just and equitable society? What are the things that we need to do for that?
yes, I think we if we are doing things alone, we cannot achieve that alone. But if we work with other people, with other organizations that have the same objective with us, or with the organization you are working, then I think that you can achieve it. Because you cannot have an objective you alone. That is why it's very good to collaborate with same organization that have the same objective with you, to see if you guys can achieve the same to achieve yourself collective self-realization in the community. So it's very important. So you have to collaborate with other organizations to see how you guys can catch up with a lot of achievement in your community, and one day it shall be seen. Mhm. That is what
And
I
also,
can say.
Nachang, from your point of view, what are the 3 or 4 major specific area uh, that are most important in like our 2030 agenda of sustainable development goals?
Yeah, with I see that with how can I even say, like I was saying, with the sustainable goals is I work with gender equality and quality education, gender
Okay.
equality and quality education. Education is something which is very important, but most of us youth have seen that education now is no longer important because when we go to school, we become unemployment, right?
Hmm.
Yes. But I just want to make it to understand that when you have that study, even if it is what, have that qualification, even if you don't have a job,
Guys, I think there might be any sort of network issue, as I've already told you about that he's traveling and he's currently in airport, so there might be an issue. So what he's trying to tell us about is that in 2030 agenda for sustainable development goals, for him, one or two things that matter the most is quality education and gender equality. Education being the primary of the foundation for humankind, after which like we all can thrive and rely upon. It gives us a sense of education, knowledge, enlightenment to make our decisions better, to be better, to perform better, to make the society better. So I think that was the crux of his sayings. And he already mentioned about a lot of things like racism, that how even in major seminars, major conferences, there has been instances of racism, and one still need to be confident enough to fight with them, to have the courage to fight with them and be something else. He is an inspiration for all of the youth who are inspired, who are discouraged, and who want to see improvement, who want to perform better. He also told us about the